round of applause for Greg, Chun, Kellen Goff, and Erika Harlacher! All right, guys. I know you can do better than that. Give a huge round of applause, everybody. Perfect. All right, guys. We'll have you stand right here at the edge of the stage. You'll turn to the photographer. All right, guys. On the count of 3, everybody pull out your cell phones. Turn your flashlights on. Light it up like the stars that you are. Ready? On the count of 3, you guys are going to go nuts. And we're going to take a photo here, and you'll be in the background of their photo. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Perfect.
Thank you. Goodbye.
All right, guys, just move the chairs right back up here. I got it. Oh.
I got you.
Hello.
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 Hi, guys.
That way? Don't sit yet.
I keep trying to sit. I just want to sit down.
How's everybody doing?
Not done yet.
Hello.
Welcome, welcome, guys. You know, you are so loved here. They have been waiting for you guys. One more time, guys, a huge round of applause for these amazing individuals. But we have so many questions. We're just going to jump right into it because we're trying to get through as many as we can because we do have a hard stop. But let's go over here and start getting the questions.
Wow.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
It's nice to meet you all. Greg, of course, I know you for Ike in Smash Brothers.
Woo!
And,
We like Ike.
And of course,
We like Ike.
and of course, Erika as Shinobu, and Kellen as Freddy.
Yes.
But my question is, what's your favorite roles that you've done so far?
What?
Your favorite roles in voicing?
My favorite role is a guy called Yagami in a game called Judgment and Lost Judgment. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's a fun one.
My first lead role in a video game, so you never forget your first. That's mine.
I can't choose. I love my babies.
I can't choose. There are so many. Oh my gosh.
No.
I work
That's not what I
every
meant.
day, and how.
I'm Kellen, and I've done every role I've ever wanted.
Okay, right now on this panel, it's the Spider Demon Father because that's why we're here is Demon Slayer.
Wow, really catering to the audience here.
I mean, gotta, right?
Yeah. I actually think my favorite role is one of my smallest roles, which was additional voices in Kingdom Hearts 3. Because because I love Kingdom Hearts more than anything in the entire universe. And then also the day I recorded, my husband proposed to me because he didn't want to compete with Kingdom Hearts Day. So, that's my favorite. Yay.
And actually, a little story about Kingdom Hearts 3 additional voices. I also did additional voices, but they gave me Erika's track to basically converse with. And I didn't know what she recorded, so I sat down, I said, hi, oh my God. And you're like, hi, because we were supposed to be in a restaurant. And I'm like, you look really nice tonight. And she said, I know. Because she had already recorded. And so then I said, well, somebody thinks quite a lot of themselves. I don't think it made it into the game, but that was our discussion.
Oh man, I
hope
wish
it
that
did.
was in the
I know,
game.
I wish it did too.
Oh, that's so funny.
And then
Thank
we had,
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. But I think when they actually was asking what your favorite roles is, he meant bakery goods.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
morning buns.
Well, I am eating. This is not a pastry, but someone gave me a macaron, and it's so good. Apparently, they're selling these in the.
Who wants
dealer's
food
hall.
ASMR? Do it.
Oh man.
With your microphone. What are you doing?
What?
Don't you know how to do food ASMR? You have to eat it into the microphone.
Oh, hold
Like
on.
really masticate. Really like.
Everyone who hates this, cover your ears. It's not very crunchy. It's not gonna sound like.
Well, then you gotta smack like you.
Okay, hold on. I'll act.
Vaudeville and
Ooh, yummy.
This is not the panel people were expecting.
That's why he gave you the big bucks.
I know,
That's
yeah.
how you make them.
Acting children.
All right, our next question.
Greetings. So now that Demon Slayer Season 4 has finally ended, my question to all of you is, what's your favorite moment in Season 4? Like, favorite scene, favorite episode, or what?
I didn't watch it.
My
I died, okay? Oh, spoilers for
guy.
season one. Spoilers for season one.
Hello. Oh my God.
My
Warning.
favorite is basically the very last moment where I finally address Tanjiro directly, and he yells back at me. That was thrilling for me.
I don't think I was in season 4, so I don't love that season. It's not my favorite.
That's not true. Aren't you rushing me like?
Oh, is season 4 what we just did? I don't know, seasons, okay? Is that what we just did? If so, the final episode with the snowflake and the explosion.
Yes.
So cool. Oh my
The
God.
explosion.
That was the best moment ever. I loved it.
Yeah.
And I was slightly in it, so also exciting.
I like the part where Father Spider Demon came back to life and you saw him for one frame, and then he died again.
Again, spoilers.
Wow.
Sorry.
Yeah, listen, if you don't know the show, sorry.
Yeah, it's like an Easter egg. It's like a game theory.
We know
Thank
just
you.
enough to ruin all your dreams.
Our next question.
What did it feel like to hear all the memes of Muzan?
Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. I started writing hee on my pops. So yeah, it's always a good time. I love it.
Excellent. Our next question.
Who's your favorite character?
Mine.
Other than our own, I think, because we'll all just say our own. I like the love Hashira. I think she's really cool. Yeah.
My favorite is Rengoku at the end of Tasty. At the end of Mugen Train, I sobbed like a little baby.
I like Inosuke because nothing's going on in there.
Thank you, Shinobu.
Excellent.
Hello.
Hi.
What's your opinion on cosplayers?
Like in general?
Yeah, people cosplaying your favorite characters or your own characters that you voice.
I mean, you gotta be sick in the head not to love cosplayers. Who does
Right,
a
you
voice roll and
concerned me
going,
with that
how
first
dare
half
this
of the
person
time."
dress up like me? I love cosplayers. I love anybody who is passionate about something and works to bring it to life. I have mad respect for, so absolute love. You look wonderful.
Thank you.
Yeah, you guys are so talented, and also, it's really hot sometimes, and I'm like, wow, you're so impressive, wearing all your wigs and everything.
That's dedication.
I know, I'm like, I would die. So, good job.
Or stubbornness or something.
What was it like voicing Sasaki, and how did you relate to the character?
Sasaki?
Yeah.
Aw. So, for those who don't know, I voiced Sasaki in this anime called Sasaki and Miyano, which is, okay, cool, we got some. It's a romance anime, and I've never gotten to be a romantic lead before, so it was so fun to do, yeah.
Spicy.
Yeah, you'd think, but he's just a big nerd. He's like a dork about everything. Like the moment he sees Miyano, his love interest, he's like, oh hi, but usually he's like, yeah, whatever. You know?
I'm imagining Freddy Fazbear at a speed dating now. Which I think would be very funny.
Boy, what an image.
I am so happy to see you again. I'm sorry. What is your favorite? You saw me yesterday. I'm Luke's. Nice to see you again.
Yes, hi.
Hello. What is your favorite character dynamic between two characters in Demon Slayer? The dynamic.
I mean, Zenitsu and Nezuko, they crack me up. I gotta say, I love that.
Your character dynamic?
Yeah.
I like
Relationship dynamic, yeah.
I like Inosuke and Zenitsu just kind of always fighting for it's fighting a brick wall, you know? It's really funny to watch.
I really like when Shinobu and Tanjiro get to have little moments together. I feel like they have some really cute moments, and it's so sweet. I also like whenever she's sassy to anybody, so
Thank you.
everybody.
Great. Next question.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, doctor.
So my biggest question is, throughout all the roles that you've done throughout your voice acting careers, what role did you have or voice that left the biggest impact on your life?
So deep, dude.
Other than the one where I got engaged right after, which I already talked about.
Was
so
that
different one.
cause and effect?
It was because Luke was working directly below the studio that was recording Kingdom Hearts. So I was like, I'm going in on Monday, and he was like, they're only recording one thing there, and I was like, I know. And then he apparently immediately bought a ring like later that day and was like, all right. So it was cause and effect. But anyway, other than that, probably my Persona 5 character on Takamaki. I feel like that. Yay! I feel like she is just so special. That entire game is so amazing, and I got to become friends with so many amazing, talented people in the industry. Like, that whole cast is so wonderful. Yeah, I feel like things have just only gotten better and better since then, so.
Just looking right
now you
go. In terms of changing my life, probably Funtime Freddy, because that started it all. brought me here to see you guys, and that makes my weekend every time I get to do that. I feel like Sasaki left because I had like just come out as bi, like not too long before that, so he sort of let me explore that side of myself a bit more and be more comfortable with it, and it was really nice.
This answer's a little bit outside of the fandom, but honestly, the live action dubbing I've gotten to do for Korean dramas, I think, is honestly the stuff that makes me relate and think about, sort of reflect on my own life the most. Things like, Squid Game and the other things that I've done. It's because Korean dramas, there's just, the stakes are so high and there's so much gnarly stuff going on that it really helps me, when I come out of those sessions, I'm like, well, thank God I don't live in that world, And it helps me with gratitude, it honestly does. And in that is also layered sort of a Korean pride thing, just because when I was growing up, it wasn't easy to be Korean. I was in a predominantly white neighborhood, and being Korean back then wasn't at all cool. And now we have K-pop, and we have dramas, and we have things. It really helps me. I don't know. My ability to be proud as a Korean has been changed by the sort of power of Korean media and entertainment, and they put so much love and detail in it, and are incredibly talented. So that's my answer.
Thank you.
Excellent. Now, actually, I want to say something about that, because he called you guys voice actors. I don't think people realize how talented you guys are for this. There are people out there who can do impressions, and they'll sound like whatever. But you guys actually, I think it's more difficult. You have to convey everything, every emotion through your voice. Where an actor, they can use their face or their body, and you are so good at it, the three of you, that you have created characters that people here in the audience absolutely love, identify with, sometimes despise, but because you're so amazing. And you guys should give them a round of applause, because that's such a unique talent.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're going to make us all blush up here. Thank you.
So, yeah. So I was glad when they said voice acting, because I'm like, it's acting.
My hands are cold because all the blood's rushing to my cheeks.
I know, right? Oh, my gosh.
All right, next question.
Hi.
All right, so my question is, as far as like your characters in Demon Slayer, can you share your favorite line from those characters?
Yes. I like, this is why no one likes you, She's so sassy.
He pretty much only says one thing. He says, "Don't come near my family."
My favorite is when I'm little boy Muzan and I'm cursing out Akaza, and I say, "Why do you exist if your sole purpose has become to disappoint me?"
Nice.
Amazing.
It's pretty cold. Yeah, it's not nice.
That rocks.
He would be a terrible boss at like a, retail or something.
Amazing.
Okay, so this question's for Erika. What do you think Shinobu's Kasugai Crow is like?
What do you think? What do
you think Shinobu's Kasugai Crow is like?
Shinobu's Kasugai.
Kasugai Crow. Her crow. Like her bird.
I didn't get it either. Oh, the crow?
You're asking things that I totally know about. I so know exactly what you're talking about. Her crone.
Her crow. Crow. Bird.
Oh, her crow!
Caw. Crow.
Oh, right. She was a crow. I forgot.
Well, that's a good indicator.
Yeah. So what do I think of them, or what do I think they sound?
What do you think the crow is like?
Oh, what do you think the crow is like? probably pretty cool, because Shinobu's pretty cool. You know, I actually, in real life, rescued a raven once when I was a kid. I know. It fell out of its nest, and it hurt its little wing. I mean, big wing, because ravens are gigantic.
Littler than yours.
Yeah, and then we brought it in, and we, like, nursed it back to health, and we had, like, mushed up dog food that we would, like, eyedropper into its throat. And every night, its family of ravens would come and just sit at our windows and stare in at us and, like, peck on the windows and be like, what have you done? Where's our child? And we were like, oh my God. So my sister is now afraid of birds, and I think it was because of that situation. But I think they're really cool. And we named the bird Flip Flop because it was flipping and flopping on the ground. And then eventually we would put the box outside once he was all better and be like, fly. And it took him a few days, and then finally he left, and then he came back the next day to be like, thank you, and he like played with us, and then he left. And then every time I walked outside when I was living at that house, I would always hear a raven start crowing whenever I went outside. And I was like, oh, they're watching. They're making sure we're okay. So I really love crows and ravens, like, a lot. And so I think her raven was probably, her crow was probably super, super cool. Okay. Thank you.
Great question. All right, our next question.
If you got the opportunity to switch roles, which role would you switch for?
Rengoku.
No hesitation.
Tasty.
I always wanted a shot at Inosuke. I think that would be fun.
Also,
You'd be a good Muzan, actually.
I was going to say also Inosuke, actually.
Really?
Ah, I'm a pig! Ah! There you go. My audition.
Take that tree, right?
I'm so angry all the time! I'm actually beautiful under my mask.
But that makes me angry.
I'm angry about it.
So angry.
Ah! Hello.
Hello. So what has been one moment, either just watching anime or just recording, has made you like jaw-dropping, what?
For this show specifically or anything?
Anything.
Oh.
What comes to mind is I forget which DBZ movie or DB Super movie it was, but it was when Goku's like, I will not let you destroy my world! And then he like tunnels through the earth and comes back up into the sky. That rocked.
For me, it was back when I was much younger and I wasn't ready for anime, and something came. A movie called Ninja Scroll came on the TV, and I'm watching, and mind you, I was not exposed to much sort of violent imagery at this point in my life. And there's this scene where this dude gets both his arms ripped off at the same time, and blood just comes spewing out of it. That was pretty scarring.
All right, so the scene, it's 2018, late in the year. I don't remember exactly when.
I'm there.
But, yes. All right, so I get an email from a studio that I have really not worked with before. And they were like, can you come in next week? And I said, I guess. For what? And they said, don't worry about it. See you then. And I said, okay. And then I went into the studio, and Erika Limbeck was leaving, and she said, hey, do you know what you're here for today? And I said, no. And she said, okay, have fun. And then she left. And I was like, this is so ominous. What am I about to do? I don't know. Am I about to be murdered? So I walked in, they made me sign all these NDAs, and they were like so secretive. I was like, why am I here? And they were like, shh, sign the papers. So I did. And then finally, they brought me into the booth, and they were like, all right, these people are from Nintendo, and we're recording Super Smash Brothers today. And I said, is Joker the first one? Is Joker going to be the first DLC character? And they said, yes. And I said, ah! And then I kept having to stop during the session and be like, this is so cool, you guys. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. So that was my most, like, what?
That
exciting moment.
rocks.
Right?
Man.
I was like,
what a
oh my
dream.
God. And my favorite part of Smash Brothers, I love Smash Brothers, but my favorite part is the drops of the DLC characters. And so I was like, oh my God, I know the first one. I'm going to die. I have to keep the secret forever.
What was the one where there's a room full of people, it's like up on a huge screen, and when it drops, everybody's like, ah, like everybody starts.
All of them.
This specifically is like a meme that goes around. They put different things on the screen. Does anybody know that?
Sora.
Yeah.
Was it Sora?
I don't know, probably.
Probably.
That's how I reacted when Sora was
Sora or Minecraft Steve or something.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Excellent. Next question.
Right. Glad you mentioned Smash Bros, Erika, because this question is related to that.
Amazing.
It's for all three of you, and it can be quick. But say Nintendo and Monster Hero Sakurai went to visit each of you and said, you're allowed to put in one character of your choosing into Smash Bros. First party or third party. Who would you choose?
Wow.
I'd have to put Garo from One Punch Man in. That'd be pretty sweet.
Oh, add someone to the game?
Yeah, that is your question, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I think I would pick Kyrie from Final Fantasy VII, and then her final smash would be her doing her really obnoxious Merc song, and Cloud would come in and actually hit them, and then I would be like, yay! So yeah.
This would never happen, but Ben 10. That would be so broken. Can you imagine?
Yeah, that'd be quite a hard moveset to make, though.
Yeah.
Right, my most want's Isaac from Golden Sun. Thanks, guys.
Oh,
Thank
that's
you.
my husband's most desired character in Smash Brothers, and he was furious when Sora was the last one because I wanted Sora, and he was like, "Why do you get everything you want?"
Hey,
Hi.
hey, Kellen.
Hi, good to see you again.
So, if you were to voice anyone else in Demon Slayer, who would it be?
I'm having deja vu.
Yeah.
We did this question.
Yeah, I think we got this question. My answer was Rengoku.
But yeah, it's someone else if not Rengoku.
Oh, if not Rengoku, then come back to me.
Second choice, yeah.
Yeah, come back to me. I got to think.
I would do.
Yeah. That must be so fun.
I must hurt. Honestly, I did that audition, and I was like, ouch.
Okay.
Oh, duh. I'd swap with Matt Mercer so I could be, on the other side of the coin. Yeah. That's what I would do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you guys have like any like I've heard other voice actors they call it like throat lube that you guys have they take with you when you're doing this, like warm tea or like honey to keep your vocal cords? What do you guys use to keep your vocal cords limber?
Ninjam.
Ninjam Pipe Koa is like this Chinese cough syrup, and it's magical.
It is. Works wonders.
I first was introduced to it when I was recording Persona, and I was recording so much. I don't know if you guys know, there's a lot of, the game's long, and there's a lot of lines. And so I was doing a bunch of projects at the time, and then also going in for Persona like 3 times a week. And it was a Friday, and the director was like, hold on, let's pause, because you're sounding a little, like your throat's a little tired. So come into the kitchen, and I'll give you this magic syrup. And I was like, are you about to poison me? And she was like, no, I promise. And I was like, all right. And so I took a spoonful of this Chinese cough syrup, and then magically my voice was so good for the rest of the session. So, yeah, that's the secret.
And there's also a place in Toluca Lake that's near Burbank in Los Angeles area where there's a dude who runs a mailbox.
Yeah, the mailbox.
Yeah, it's a mailbox. It's sort of like a post office box store where you like rent a post office box and then you buy materials or whatever. For some reason, he got into basically hawking every voice remedy on the planet. So they have tons of that syrup. I got these new lozenges that are like, I think it's honey spelled H-O-N-N-E-E or something like that, H-O-N-E-E. So they're super infused with ginger. So they're actually kind of spicy as you're sucking on them. And when you get to the middle, there's like a warm honey center. It's a very, very nice experience. And it does make my voice feel better.
It sounds much nicer than a spoonful of cough syrup.
No, yeah.
In the middle of a session. Yeah.
Mine's probably the worst. There's this thing called Gargle Away that's a combination of like apple vinegar, like it's all dried in a packet, but it's like apple vinegar and like some kind of salt and like all these things that apart would do good for the throat, but together it tastes awful.
It sounds like it tastes awful.
But you gargle it and you're reset. It is amazing. Have you heard of this?
No, but it sounds like it would work, but also I'd be so sad.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, gross.
We do what we gotta do.
Was it worth it? Probably.
All right.
Shinobu! Yeah.
I'm Annalisa, and what's your favorite Demon Slayer ship?
Favorite ship? Ooh. I don't know. Yeah, are we allowed to talk about ships?
Sometimes they get mad when we talk about that.
Oh yeah, we might have to just kind of.
I like Inosuke and his mask. That's my favorite one. He loves it so much. He's like, oh, Mask, if only we could be fused together forever, but they would never understand.
How Shakespearean.
Yeah. And then he cries himself to sleep.
Ah, pig. I knew him well.
Thank you. Sorry, I know the companies are killjoys. I mean, what? Who said that? I'm not me.
Go ahead.
Hi. So during all your careers, I was wondering, what kind of role were you excited for at first, but afterward you're like, oh, this is not very flashy?
Were you allowed to say that either?
I have one. Okay. So I want to preface this by saying the whole team was great, and the company's great. Everyone's great. I did play the protagonist of a season of Beyblade. I played Dante Koryu, and I was like, so cool. I'm a protagonist of Beyblade. Wow, so fun. And the director, Tony, was like, you know that he screams every single line, right? And I was like, he can't scream every single line. That's crazy. No, he screams every single line. And I had many regrets about halfway through that season. I was like, what have I done? I lost my whole upper octave for a whole year because I was just like, he's so loud.
Yeah, I play your dad in that, and
I'm so sorry.
He doesn't even play the game, and he's just screaming over Skype.
Our whole family's loud. I know. It's just like
the whole show is
the whole show's loud. I know. We were on vacation once, and my husband was like, "Oh, Beyblade, it's your season," and he watched about 5 minutes, and he was like, "That's enough." And I was like, "Yeah."
Okay, this is not a joke. My story is about the same show.
Oh my God, we're all tortured by Beyblade.
Because they're like, you're gonna play twin brothers, or not twin brothers, but brothers. I'm like, oh, cool. I get to voice two roles, and they're brothers. And they're like, their voices are very different. Don't worry, you'll have no trouble distinguishing them. So one of them was Phi, who actually has a very Muzan-like voice. He's very mellow, and he just speaks like this. The other is a guy named Hyde, and literally every line he screams. Like his bass voice is this. This is normal speech. Oh, God. And then when he gets mad, it's just like a whole other level. So yeah, that scarred me as well.
When Dante gets mad, he's screaming all the time so much that when he screams, they write roar to differentiate his regular amount of screaming and his angry screaming. And it says roar for 10 seconds.
Great.
Which is a really long time to do a full loud roar in a boy voice, by the way. So yeah, I'm a little bit, I suffered a bit. But they were really nice to work with. Yay.
Agua?
Oh, thank you.
Perfect.
Mine, I do not regret a single second of what I did. But during it, Diavolo was a lot to record. He did nothing but scream in the second part of it. And yeah, to this day, it's one of my favorite performances. But man, I was out of commission for 2 weeks.
Hi, Kellen. It's nice to meet you. I'm Chris, and actually two questions. How does voicing Sasaki reflects you as a person? And the biggest question that my viewers want is, will Sasaki and Mayano return for season 2?
I don't know. I wish I did, because I want them to really bad. I want to dub the movie. Come on, Crunchyroll, please, let us do it. I hope they do, because they're my sweet babies. And the first question, this is how he's me. I put just me in the performance of Sasaki. Anytime I'm in love, I just I do this. I stutter in front of them, and I'm like, hi, hey, I have autism, so very
Me
much.
too, bro.
Yeah,
we're on the spectrum.
Autism's sibs, yeah. And then the way he talks sometimes to Mia is just the way me and my mom grew up talking to our pets.
Uh-huh.
So it's just something, whenever something is cute we talk to them like this. Hello. We talk to our dog Chestnut like that, and we're the kind of crazy people that talk for them. I'm sure that's relatable. But we'll make him like this Napoleon complex little guy, like, how dare you not let me on the bed? I want to get up. Let me up. He was just me throughout, and probably the most me of any character I've ever played. So it was chicken soup for the soul.
Sounds like self-reflection from one point.
Yeah.
I love you, Kellen.
Oh, thanks, bud. Love to you.
Next question.
Hello.
My twin brother. Hello, I'm Alex. I'm new to Tampa Bay Comic Con. My question to Kellen is, what's your thoughts and opinions of Five Nights at Freddy's?
On thoughts and opinions on Five Nights at Freddy's?
Yes.
Oh man, it is. We would be here all the rest of the 10 minutes and 51 seconds. I love this franchise so much. It is connected. We are interconnected forever, me and this franchise. And I love most of all how it connects people, how supportive everybody is. I've never met like two people who met because of FNAF that didn't love each other, you know, because they're always so kind to each other and bonding over this franchise.
Nice.
And I already loved Chuck E. Cheese and Showbiz Pizza and stuff. So seeing that become like get a the return of that of animatronic animal bands was so prevalent that now there are like Chuck E. Cheeses that are open forever with the band, just so people can come from all around to see them. And these are like ancient, like from the 90s electronics and stuff. So yeah, very spooky. So yes, long story short, I love it.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Love you guys.
Next question.
Hi, everybody. I'm Bobby.
Hi.
My question is, what was your first paid role like, and what was it?
Oh my goodness.
My first paid role was doing additional voices for a company called Nexon on a game, on a bunch of games called, there was like Dungeon Fighter Online and Vindictus and all of the Nexon games, and I was paid $75 an hour, I think, which was, at the time I was like, that's awesome. Yeah. And now you're like, oh my gosh, I'm not doing that.
You have to keep in mind that $75 an hour is the only work that you do when you're starting out for the whole month.
Yes.
So
Gotta pay your dues, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's gotten much better since.
It has, that's right.
My first paid role.
I know, what was mine? I think my first paid role was... No, none of those were paid for me. No. Really? Oh, I wasn't very big on VAA. I was like a little baby. And I was like, wow, look at all these cool people.
The babies.
But I think my first paid role was in the video game Battleship based on the movie Battleship based on the game Battleship. So clearly everybody played this game, obviously. And I was like the Navi character who was like constantly being like, go here, go there. And so I remember being like, oh my God, I'm getting paid money. This is so cool. And I was like I think I was like the only woman voice. There weren't a lot of voices in this game. And I was like, wow, so exciting. And then I got the game to play it, and I got so angry at myself because I kept being like, go over here. And I was like, I know, I'm bad at first-person shooters. I can't do it. And so I rage quit. And I was like, wow, that was fun.
Okay, I think I remembered it. It is a mobile app that you cannot find anymore called Devolution. And it's like whack-a-mole, but every level you are de-evolving the human until you get like to a protozoa is the final level. And I played the hillbilly level.
Thank you.
Good question. Thank you.
Next question.
Hey, nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you.
Goff. My name is Amner Rosales, and I just got to say you are one of the biggest inspirations for me for voice acting and performance, everything like that.
Don't make me cry. I'm going to ruin my makeup.
You're amazing, man. I just got to tell you. But I want to ask, are you excited for FNAF Secrets of the Mimic? I know you can't
More
tell us much,
FNAF?
probably.
I thought it was
I
done.
don't think they're going to stop anytime soon. We're getting a second movie. I'm really excited about it. I am completely 100% candid with you when I say I know nothing about it. They have not reached out to me yet. I'm hoping they do, but
They probably will.
It looks fun, right? I mean, I can't even speculate. I don't even know anything about it. But hey, anything that Steel Wool makes, it's going to be fun, at least to me.
Seriously, man. Hey, great meeting you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Tasty.
Hi. So, I have a question from the voice actor of Muzan. In your opinion, what was the saddest death that you caused or Muzan caused?
Such a problem. God, so many deaths you can't even.
I mean, honestly, I think the very first one in the alley, because I don't think that person did anything to deserve it, and it was such a horrible, horrible way to die. I still feel a little bad about that one. Oh, and the family I slaughtered. That was pretty bad too.
And then I have a question for a friend who's too scared to come up. For the voice actor of Shinobu, how attached do you feel to your role of Shinobu?
I love the role of Shinobu so much. Shinobu is, first of all, such a pleasant voice to do. It's just so soothing, as opposed to certain others that I may have mentioned in this panel. And she's just she has everything I love about a character. She's cute and sweet, but also she'll murder you, which is awesome. And I love her so much. And no spoilers, but fans spoiled me immediately about everything that happens with her as soon as I was cast. So I have been really looking forward to certain big arc things with her for a very long time, and I'm so excited about it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent. Next question.
My name is Sydney, and what part of Demon Slayer had you on edge?
Ooh.
The whole time. I was only in there for an episode altogether, the second half and then the first half of the next one. But man, yeah, that was a rough one. He was a very rabid guard dog for his family, which respect.
I'd say the last episode that we've done, I don't want to say specifics, but the very last episode that's come out, it was intense. I was and the director was I'm not going to tell you what's going to happen. And I was rude. So it was.
Yeah, same here. Without spoiling it, this
Yeah.
most recent episode I was pretty pumped. On edge in a good way.
Yes, yeah.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, next question.
Hi, my name's Tony. This is for Kellen. Hi. I had met you yesterday. Our interaction was great. I have a couple questions about your involvement with the Five Nights franchise. One, how did you react when Scott asked you to be a part of the franchise, starting with Sister Location back in 2016? And second one, what is your favorite role that you've done so far? And one condition on that question, you cannot pick Lambrot Freddy because that is cheating.
Did we write that all down? I can't remember the first one.
What was the first?
The first question was, how did you react when Scott hired you back in 2016 for the franchise, starting back to Sister Location? And the second one, what is your favorite role that you've done so far? You can't pick Lambrot Freddy because that is cheating.
Okay. I was so excited because I had nothing to my name before that, nothing to my legacy. I was just throwing spaghetti at the wall, and then I didn't even know it was a FNAF thing. I just saw that it was from Scott Cawthon, but at the time he was like, "I'm going to take a break from FNAF," but we now know that was a misleader. I was so excited to work with him, and Fun Time was such a fun voice to do. And then, I can't really pick a favorite because I love them all. I try to put, like a little love into all of them. I'm sorry, it's like a nothing answer, but it's the truth.
Hey, man, I'm not going to judge you on that. It's all good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, you guys, we have time for 2 quick questions. These are the final 2 questions, so we'll have to go quick.
I'm so sorry, everybody else.
We tried to be quick. Hi.
All right, nice to meet you folks. My name's Ron. Hey, Greg. Been talking a lot. My question to Colin and Greg, since I'm way more familiar with your roles, especially for Yagami and Yakuza, what was your favorite line you ever got to do? And then for you, Kenneth, what was your favorite role as Overhaul?
My favorite line is Overhaul.
What was your favorite line as Overhaul from My Hero?
Overhaul? That whole scene where he was negotiating with the League of Villains to like form a partnership was cool, but the thing that sticks out to me still today is a goal without a plan is just a wish. It's bad. It's good advice from a bad dude, and I love it.
I can't really answer the question without spoiling in a huge way, but it's from Lost Judgment, and it's after the final fight, and I have a very heart-to-heart conversation with the person that I just fought. That whole scene.
I feel that.
Yeah.
And I just want to thank you for all the entertainment you guys have given me throughout the years. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Okay, this is our final question, guys. Right here, our final question.
It's the final.
If you could add any One Piece characters to Smash Bros, what would it be?
Oh, One Piece characters.
I'm just gotta be the guy with the hat and the stuff, right?
The MC?
Yeah.
Character, Luffy?
Yeah, right? It'd be hilarious.
And for you two?
Either Luffy or Buggy, I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I think Frankie would be fun.
Yeah.
Those are all pretty good answers. Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys, can you please give a huge round of applause for them?
Thank you, guys.
Now,